I was 17 when I decided to hike the old quarry trail in Colorado, a forgotten path most people had stopped using years ago. I packed light, just some water, a flashlight, and a snack, thinking it would be a simple adventure. The air was dry, the rocks hot under the afternoon sun, but the deeper I walked, the quieter everything became. Not even birds called from the trees. That silence pressed on my chest like a weight, and I started to wonder if I'd made a mistake coming alone. After about 2 miles, I stopped to drink some water. That's when I heard it, a whistle. Not sharp, but slow and melodic, almost like a lullaby. At first, I thought it was another hiker. I even felt a bit relieved. But when I called out, no one answered. The sound echoed strangely, bouncing between the trees as if the forest itself was carrying it. The tune repeated again and again, and the longer I listened, the less human it seemed. I pressed on, trying to ignore it until I came to a hidden valley. There, half covered by brush, I found stones stacked into a circle, with a pit lined by branches in the center. It looked like a man-made den. As I crouched to study it, the whistle rose again, softer this time, but from behind me. My blood turned cold. Turning slowly, I saw a goat standing near a crooked pine. It was completely still, too still, its head tilted unnaturally to one side. Its eyes locked on mine, glassy and unblinking. Then, without moving its mouth, the whistle poured from it, the same tune I'd been hearing all along. My knees nearly gave out. The goat twitched its head suddenly, and that broke me. I bolted up the slope, branches tearing at my arms. Behind me, the whistle grew faster, sharper, almost playful, like it was chasing me. I risked a glance back and glimpsed its pale eyes flashing through the trees. My chest burned, but fear kept me moving. I didn't know how long I ran before stumbling into a clearing. The sun was nearly gone, and every direction looked the same. My heart sank as I realized I was lost. Then the whistle floated through the trees again, but this time, it wasn't behind me. It was ahead. I turned to go another way, but the sound followed, curling around me no matter where I moved. My flashlight slipped from my pack, rolling somewhere into the dark. That's when I saw them. Figures in the clearing. Not people, not animals, but twisted shapes with long arms and thin legs, swaying as if blown by a wind I couldn't feel. Their heads turned toward me all at once, smooth and faceless. A low moaning rose from them, blending into the same whistling tune multiplied 100 times. My skin crawled. I staggered backward, praying my feet wouldn't trip. Then a voice called out. Soft, familiar. It was my mother's voice. "Come back, this way," she said. My stomach twisted. She was at home, miles away, yet it sounded like she was just beyond the trees. For a moment, I wanted to run to her, but deep inside, I knew it wasn't her. The whistle coiled around the false voice, and even the trees seemed to lean closer, waiting. I turned and ran again. That's when I noticed something running beside me. A shadow. At first, I thought it was mine, but it wasn't. It mirrored every move I made, each stumble, each desperate stride. But its face was nothing but hollow darkness. The faster I went, the closer it drew, until I felt its cold presence brushing against my arm. The whistle screamed in my ears. I burst into another opening and froze. Somehow I had circled back to the valley with the stone circle. The den looked darker now, twisted, like the forest itself had tightened around it. For the first time, the whistle stopped. The silence was worse than the sound. My body shook as I felt something watching me. Then, from the pit, a shape began to rise. It was taller, broader, its skin stretched thin, its faintly glowing eyes fixed on me. Everything I had seen, the goat, the figures, the shadow, had only led me here, back to this thing. Terror seized me. I ran harder than I ever had in my life, scraping against thorns, ripping my hands on rocks. The whistle returned, but now it was inside my head, screaming, demanding I stop. I refused. Somehow I broke through the tree line and stumbled onto the quarry road. The open sky felt like the only safe thing left in the world. I didn't stop running until I reached the highway where a passing driver slowed and picked me up. I never told him what really happened, just begged him to take me far away. Years later, I still hear that melody in my sleep, and when I wake, I never look into the corners of my room, because I'm afraid one night something will be standing there, still waiting,